Welcome into South Florida Daily. It is Tuesday, April 9th. I'm Megan Hayes.
And I'm Kate Monahan. We have a great show for you coming up today, so let's get into it. To the salon. Jacqueline Journey gets pampered and enjoys a full spa experience. She gives us the inside scoop on an upscale local salon.
Wedding season is upon us. If you're a bride like me, the planning can be a little stressful. We chat with a local wedding planner. The best way to plan your big day is coming your way.
And just what every wedding needs, beautiful flowers. Frank Licari learns the art of flower decor on today's show.
These stories and more are coming up. Welcome into South Florida Daily.
South Florida Daily is on the move with Palm Tran.
You're tuned into Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm your host, Jacqueline Journey, and we are here at Superior Party Rental in Jupiter, Florida. Now, if you're planning a big event, something really important, maybe it's a corporate retreat, a destination wedding, or maybe a family reunion, the Palm Beaches is the place to be. We have so many gorgeous locations and amazing companies that can help you plan the perfect event that will go on without a hitch. In fact, I've got one of those amazing people with me today. Her name is Naomi Zora. Welcome, Naomi Zora of Naomi Zora Events.
Thank you.
Definitely give her a call. You are a big award winner. Tell us about all of your fantastic awards.
I am listed on The Knot, on Wedding Wire, a few publications, Borrowed in Blue, Every Last Detail, a few of them. It helps when we get reviews from our clients and they kind of rave about us, so yeah.
So what's it like planning events here in the Palm Beaches? What makes this area so fantastic? Because it is. I mean, the events here are like nowhere else in the world.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We have a variety of venues. We have beach venues, we have country clubs, we have yacht clubs, you go 30 minutes and you're at a farm. So a ton of venues to pick from, and just the weather. Why not? It's beautiful weather all the time. So you have a perfect backdrop. A lot of couples come here instead of going abroad or internationally, and they plan their destination wedding here. When I create a timeline for a wedding, I put a lot of detail and it's like a 2-month process to create a perfect timeline. So we're looking at 15 pages of details. It's a lot. I would say the detail that goes into it, and just really allowing my client to trust me and trust in my ability to provide them with the best wedding that they want. Because there's no cookie cutter wedding. It's what's special to them.
And part of what you do is sort of protect the people
Yes.
you're planning for from all of the things that can and do go wrong. Do you have any good stories?
There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. Every wedding, there's bound to be something that happens that the bride is just unaware of. I've had fire trucks show up at weddings. I've had ambulance show up at weddings. I've had sprinklers going off in the kitchen. I mean, honestly, there are a million stories, but nothing too drastic.
And usually you can keep it from the bridegroom.
Yes, I do not tell them until after. We can laugh about it after, but in the moment, no way. What I would say is put your personality into your wedding. You know, couples get so wrapped up in wanting it to be perfect and going by the book of like etiquette, but just throw that out the window. Just go based off of your personality and everything will come together as it should.
Best tips for picking food for your wedding?
Do a tasting, do a food tasting, 100%, because some couples with destination, they're not always local. What I do is I say try to get a 3-day block during the week where you can fly in, you could do your floral mock-up, you could do your food tasting, you could do your makeup trial, like all of those hands-on activities that you can't do from a distance. Do all of it in person, but the food, that's important. When you think of a wedding and you think of the success of a wedding, you think of the food and the entertainment. So those two things are really important, and you want to make sure that you try the food, but you also trust your entertainment vendor as well. Bands are cool, but they don't play the original version. And DJs are also cool, but you don't get that live element. So when you fuse the two and you get a hybrid, that's probably my favorite. Tips, I would say kind of scout the area as far as what type of venue you're looking for, whether it be a farm, whether it be a country club, whether it be somewhere on the ocean, like a beachfront place, private residence. There's so many options down here, so that is equally as important, but also knowing the season that you want to get married, because we have seasons down here and it gets rainy in the summer, so that's not always the best for destination weddings. So yeah. Just know your season, you plan your date around it, and your budget and guest count kind of falls into place.
What are some of your favorite venues here?
We have so many. We have the Breakers, Flagler Museum, Palm Beach. Down south, we have the Boca Resort, we have the Addison. So honestly, every venue has its own style, so it really depends on the couple.
Have you done a scuba diving wedding yet?
No, but that sounds fun.
So earlier when we were talking, you mentioned how sometimes a couple can really focus on the big picture too much and they forget about a lot of the little
Yes.
details. And one of the most important details, of course, is the table settings.
Absolutely.
So how do you go about deciding what is the perfect table setting for your event?
I think it comes down to the venue, the theme that the bride or the couple is looking for, and we kind of work based off of that. I have a saying, my clients can vouch for this, the devil is in the details. All of those little details add up. So your flatware, your glasses, your charger plate, your napkin ring, your napkin, all of those make a big difference and kind of help complete the look.
One of the other details that you mentioned, which I thought was so important, is people really need to get a video.
Yes.
If there's any way they can do it, because there is a big difference between, I mean, photographs are wonderful,
Yeah.
and they can capture a singular moment, but tell us why the video is so important.
Yeah, you know, photo, it captures those still memories. So you look back and you have these beautiful photos of your day and you don't really get to relive the live moment. The video, it's in person, it's live. It brings back that like feeling from your wedding day. Unfortunately, I had a couple that they did video, and not too long after the wedding, they had a family member that passed. And that video was so precious to them because they got to see that family member in the last few weeks leading up to what eventually was their passing, happy and, you know, celebrating, and that's really important. So couples, when they tell me, I don't think I'll ever look at my video, you will. So my take is, and I know it's a little bit more pricey, but search for your photographer who meets the style that you love for photo, which also might be different from the video style. They have different editing styles. Every vendor is different. So my personal take is each vendor will specialize in a certain area, whether it be photo versus video. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That makes perfect sense to me. And I know there are a lot of people out there too, you've heard horror stories that they pay a photographer, a videographer, and then they don't get anything back, or it takes forever. So do you have any good tips for them when they're hiring someone?
Hiring reputable people, but honestly, and I know I keep saying it, but that wedding planner, they're gonna connect you with the right people. They're gonna connect you with trusted, vetted vendors because ultimately that's the wedding planner's role, to connect you with trustworthy vendors, so their name is on the line. So you want to make sure that you're hiring a professional wedding planner who can then connect you with those preferred vendors.
What's the craziest request you've had for a wedding?
To have monkeys.
Thank you so much, Naomi. If you need the perfect event to come off without a hitch here in the Palm Beaches, NaomiZoraEvents.com. She's the one you need to talk to. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
As exquisite as art in a museum. A craft that exists solely for others to enjoy. Whether indulging in the sights and tastes of street eats, or experiencing the luxury of five-star cuisine, the goal is the same: to take you on a savory journey. A palette of tastes and smells, creating a melange of flavors. Within a field of dark soil, a rainbow collage of fruits and vegetables in our garden. From farm to table, our hands to yours. Experience world-class culinary in the perfect place. Discover thepalmbeaches.com.
Want to see your business featured on our show? Send us a message on Instagram at SouthFLDaily.
Connect with us on our website, southfldaily.com. Click the Contact Us tab, fill out a form, and we'll keep an eye out for your message. We look forward to working with you.
The South Florida Daily Set is sponsored by Eldorado Furniture.
There's nothing better than planning a day at the salon and getting pampered.
I agree, and I'm a little jealous of Jacqueline Journey in this next segment. She gets the ultimate spa experience in today's Passport to the Palm Beaches.
You're watching Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm Jacqueline Journey, and I'm really excited today because we are in the salon of the extremely talented Deborah Kepper. She is one of the world's most renowned and in-demand estheticians and makeup artists. She's worked with first ladies, with supermodels. She and her team do runway shows and have helped to do covers of magazines all over the world for decades now. She's absolutely incredible, and today I get her signature red carpet treatment. In case you haven't noticed, no makeup. I'm here for the red carpet treatment. Deborah Kepper is going to give me her signature treatment followed by a little makeup.
So today we're going to get you ready with the red carpet treatment.
Excited.
That always starts with the hands, because right now everybody is worried about their hands aging. You know, they've taken care of their faces, they've taken care of their décolletés. The new thing is the hands.
Absolutely, because
So-
you can look really young in the face, but if your hands
Absolutely.
aren't taken care of, it really ages you.
Absolutely, and this is always part of treatment also, or it should be part of treatment. So then we're going to clean up your eyebrows or any kind of little bit of hair that shouldn't be there, make them the perfect shape, do a little dermaplaning, then we'll go into the microdermabrasion. After the microdermabrasion, we do the special massage that lifts up all the muscles.
So tell me, what is your favorite red carpet story? Do you have one in particular that you love doing a red carpet treatment?
You know what? All my clients, I mean, they're all wonderful in every way. I really don't have a favorite one, I'm sorry. I can't think of one right now.
Well, you've probably done so many, yeah.
I know.
With the Oscars and the Grammys, and favorite client?
Favorite client, oh, it had to be Mrs. Reagan and Princess Diana. Because who wouldn't want to, you know, meet these women? But it was also Madame Gandhi, Madame Sadat. These were all powerful women. And for some reason, I got to be with them. So what do you think?
This is amazing. I could sit here all day. I can see why your clients fall asleep. This is so incredibly relaxing, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Me too. Let's go out and do some makeup.
I love it.
Now that you have the perfect skin, which is very important with makeup, now we'll just conceal. First step is always to conceal. I'm using a medium on your skin. Basically, you want your makeup to look like your skin. You don't want to look like you have anything on. See, with that, can't even
Wow, yeah, that's incredible. And this is your own line of makeup, isn't it?
Yeah.
How did you?
Well, you know, when I was in the White House, everybody wanted me to come out with one. I just didn't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then people were after me, and I said, not until it looks beautiful. And about, 10 years ago, it debuted on Confessions of a Shopaholic, the movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah. Smoky eye tip is just to go right in the moon and fill the moon in. That's it. Women are always like, where do I put it? Where do I put it? And you go right in the moon.
What do you think is your key to success?
I just think loving what you do and being honest and being good to people, because people always come back around. Mm-hmm. Whatever you're going to do. You can't be in somebody else's lane. So there's no reason to be jealous. There's no reason to be negative towards somebody else. You should be always clapping everybody on. Mm-hmm. because they should inspire you to do better. And that's what I've always done. Everybody's inspired me. It's not like, ooh, I want to do what they're doing. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that in my business. Or
Want to see your business featured on our show? Send us a message on Instagram at SouthFLDaily.
Connect with us on our website, southfldaily.com. Click the Contact Us tab, fill out a form, and we'll keep an eye out for your message. We look forward to working with you. Welcome back into South Florida Daily, and thanks for joining us today. We still have some more stories for you.
Don't forget to follow us on social at SouthFLDaily. You might see some of the segments that you've seen here today, or even a giveaway. You never know. Follow us on Instagram. Let's continue the show.
South Florida Daily is on the move with Palm Tran.
Designer Verito Vasquez was born in Costa Rica, where his career began working in hotels and travel agency management. From there, he moved on to designing flower arrangements for large weddings and corporate events.
These days, Verito is getting attention from all over the globe for his unique floral designs. This guy is awesome.
My professional actually is a floral designer.
That's what you are. You're a master.
That's what I'm. I'm a
Yeah.
floral master designer.
All right, what's the first step? You're creating this amazing masterpiece.
This is the regular leaf,
Yep.
and I'm not gonna deconstruct the leaf.
Okay.
So to create something different.
Something different. Now, where do you get your inspiration from?
The containers inspire me sometimes. Sometimes is the occasion.
Yep.
Most of the time is emotional. For me, every material is piece of gold. And I'm gonna start placing my leaves. Maybe here.
You take boutonniere making and you create jewelry from it. Like the inspiration that's sort of, it's incredible.
And actually in the industry, in my industry, a lot of people know me as the king of wire.
Oh, so you're the master of the florals and you're the king of the wires.
Kind of.
That's that's nice to have two titles. This is cool.
So now I'm gonna use a different color of this. Yeah, this one is better.
I was gonna say the same thing, yeah.
Normally I help them just to open a little more, and I help
Right,
Mother
give
Nature.
them a little help.
Yes, I normally help Mother Nature just to do. They say, hey,
That's very
please,
nice of you.
Please.
These lavish parties you're creating, that's a whole other level.
My responsibility is to create something massive.
Yeah.
The creative directors come to me and with the ideas, all the ideas, and I need to develop everything. Create the recipes, create how many stems I need for each centerpieces, and probably will be like a 20 centerpieces, could be like a 50 centerpieces. It's a teamwork because there is a lot of heads working together just to have the ideas and, you know, have the final product.
Sometimes it's the most special day that person or that group is ever going to have.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
That's
It's like a tower of flour.
A tower of flour.
You can use that if you want.
These kind of leaves give me the option through the hole, the
Go
little
through the
holes.
holes, yeah.
This is the magic. That's the magic when you're doing flowers. I create the balance. I keep my height.
Yeah. Man, yeah, you're pretty good. You know?
I think.
Yeah, I think you might
you
be
can
a
hire me.
master. I think you might be a master, king, or something. I don't know.
Here at the Cooper, lead mixologist Tanette Shoemaker expresses her creativity in her cocktails. Hey, Tanette!
Hi, Shelly. How are you today?
I'm great. I know the Cooper is known for its craft cocktails, and so today I want to find out what is the difference between a regular cocktail and a craft cocktail.
So for us, it's actually taking a cocktail and crafting it, especially for our guests, to their taste, flavor, and overall feel of the cocktail.
Well, I can't wait to see how you do it.
All right, well, come on back. I'll show you.
I know you get to show a lot of your creativity in your cocktails here at the Cooper, and that really allows you to be creative. I've been hearing a lot about riffs. What is a riff?
So a riff is basically taking a classic cocktail like a sidecar or a lemon drop. In our case, it's going to be our Pimm's cup. And it's taking an older cocktail and making it new again with just a little twist here and there.
All right, let's do it.
So we're going to make our Pimm's cup, which actually started way back as medicinal purpose. It's kind of evolved over the years, and we do our own little twist on it. So it's going to start out with a couple pieces of cucumber. We're going to throw those in there. Then we're going to do the local St. Augustine gin. And then we're gonna do our Pimm's, which is the original cocktail. We're gonna do half an ounce of that as well. Saint Germain, which is an elderflower liqueur, typically was not in the cocktail. We're adding that in. And lastly, our fresh squeezed lime juice, half an ounce of that. Now the most important part of this is probably something a lot of people don't do or know how to do, but we're gonna let you do it.
Okay.
You're really just gonna take our muddler and muddle that a couple times.
Just
Yep, you can set it right on the edge and just kind of 2 or 3 times right
more of that workout.
Gonna add a little bit of ice.
Do that shake
Yep,
again.
top that off. Do we want to shake again?
I'll shake again.
All right, so we're gonna shake that.
Ooh, fancy. This gets really cold, by the way. I didn't expect that.
Right, and sometimes it actually sticks. There you go. A little bit of everything in it. Yeah, you got it.
I'll let you pour.
All right, so we're gonna take that off. And then this goes in our highball glass. So we're gonna strain that out.
And you are not calling this a Pimm's cup. You've come up with your own name.
So this is our one-way ticket. And you know, with everything going on right now, everybody wants to get away.
And get to Florida.
Right, or they couldn't get away before. So this is our one-way ticket here, and you have your one-way ticket.
You'll
Enjoy.
never want to leave.
That's right, that's how I got here, one way.
Until next time, art adventurers, cheers.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of South Florida Daily. Whether it's wedding tips, planning, floral inspiration, hopefully all of that's done for you at this point.
It is, but you know what? I learned a lot today. So informative.
Good.
Love when that happens. We've got another great show queued up for you. It is happening tomorrow. We will be back here tomorrow at noon on Fox 29. Thanks for joining us on South Florida Daily.
Visit us online and at all Eldorado Furniture showrooms.